Welcome back. And in this episode, we're going to see if we can't progress the story a little bit and make it to level 9. We're really, really close. So taking a look, we only need about 192 more, but we'll pad that because I'm not sure that you'll have the same amount of experience that I'll have. Now that we've cleared off the roof and the prison of Moonrise, we can go meet Ketheric for the first time and reposition him. He's going to move to the top of the tower, and his dog is going to move to his office, and Zarel will move to the landing that goes up to the top of the tower. If Minthara were alive, she'd also be escorted from this room down to the prison. One of the reasons we clear the prison before we go meet Ketheric is if we wanted to break Minthara out, because we had saved her, it would be a lot easier if all the guards were already dead and all the prisoners already removed. The last two questioners would be the ones that you might want to leave alive. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and open up the Absolute's door, and we'll walk in and we'll get the Ketheric cutscene, which is really cool.
We did as we was told, General. Followed every order.
The facts suggest otherwise. You were ordered to retrieve the artifact. You failed to do so.
Us? No, it was Minthara. She got the orders. She...
Enough!
A blast of mental energy washes over you, filling the room. Your tadpole squirms, urging you to obey.
You failed to retrieve the artifact. You failed to protect your true soul. You do not deserve to live.
So we're really nice and kind-hearted, so we're going to choose option 1.
A new true soul come to share their wisdom.
We did as we were told. We're loyal to the Absolute. Tell him!
Silence!
True soul, you have seen these goblins at work, have you not? What say you?
And we'll say that they're faithful.
See? What I tell ya? Praise the Absolute.
Faith without action is anemic, sickly, in a word, useless. We are too close to the ending and the new beginning. I can coddle failure no longer. Kill them, quickly.
What? No!
You creaking old bag of shit!
I'm so sorry, my lord. She's an unbeliever outside my control.
Try again. Dispose of the rest as you see fit. Or better yet, put that true soul to use. You have far more important matters to attend to. Or have you forgotten?
Of course not, my lord. Thank you. You heard the General. The goblins are yours. Deal with them however you wish.
And we're going to choose the option to nod curtly.
Here in the seat of the Absolute's power, your authority over them is complete. They will obey any command. Report to me upstairs when you're done.
Please! You gotta help me! For old time's sake!
And this is one of those things where it's kind of weird. He's asking us for old time's sake, but he doesn't recognize us. We were dressed up like a drow the last time that we saw him. But we're going to go ahead and say to release them.
Oh, praise the Absolute! And praise her true soul!
The seat of the Absolute's power, occupied by a general that cannot be killed. But his followers are flesh and blood. We must learn what fuels his power.
All right, so we get our first exposure to Ketheric here, and we know that we've got to do something because we're not going to be able to kill him here. It looks like Jaheira was right, and he's not going to be easily dealt with. And when we activated this cutscene, he repositioned to the top of the tower, and his dog that was sitting next to him moved to his office, and Zarel. That's what we were hoping to accomplish here. We're actually going to leave the tower briefly and head over to the Rethwin Town waypoint. And we're going to clear out the Mason's Guild, grab a little experience. So our goal here is to hit level 9, and there's a whole bunch of side encounters that we've not done yet. So there are the crab things in the basement where Asterion was stealing the ring. Oh, here we find Corilla Hearthflame is spying on us. Here we can talk to her.
Tread carefully. You are still necessary.
Evidently Raphael didn't decide to give her very good protection against the Shadow Curse. There's also a couple more of the Blight ambushes. And a guy who's judging the dead. As well as some garroting monsters and shadow dogs. So we've got a few side encounters if we wanted to level up. Inside the Mason's Guild, somewhat kind of hard to get a camera angle on, is an entrance below over here in the corner. So we can see it pretty clearly. We just walk straight in. Here is our ornate wooden hatch. We're going to take that down. And we come into this room. There's an elevator. We're not interested in that. And we can prep a little bit. We're going to fight some shadows here. So before we get too much farther, we have Will in the party. We have leveled him up to have certain abilities. One of those is that he can cast Mage Armor for free. So we're going to do that. And kick his armor class up a little bit. We'll even give him a shield. So we'll give him the Justicier's Great Shield. And he doesn't need a ranged weapon. He has a ranged weapon. We're going to have him use the risky ring, so he's going to have a really, really high chance to hit. We had Lizelle equipped with this Mighty Cloth for throwing people. It's a good opportunity to swap that out for our Adamantine Splint armor, get our armor class back up to a more reasonable level. We can get rid of Guiding Light and replace that with a Strange Conduit ring. Alright, and we're going to come up here. We're looking for a perception check. And we've missed it on 2 characters already. So let's see if we can. We've got this Sentinel Shield, which gives us advantage on perception checks. We'll equip that. And we'll cast Guidance on Alfira. And this is a situation you might not have, but I'm going to equip all this stuff and then see if I can't detect this. And we got it. You can see we use that tower-shaped key that we bought from Mattis. We're not proficient with shields, so we're going to unequip it. And we've got other options that we could pick, so we are proficient with scimitars. We could use the one that we just picked up that has a chance to blind. What other options have we got here? I think we're going to equip this Moon Lantern. Oh, look at that. It says we can't use it. I think it's because we freed the Pixie. So what we will choose is the Knife of the Undermountain King to give us a slightly better crit range.
At the ready.
I want you to keep in mind we do still have the Moon Lantern, and the Moon Lantern still works because it's going to come into play here where we're fighting shadows. So we're going to come in, we're going to move over to the left right away. and we'll light up this candelabra. Now, one of the things that shadows do is they disappear and reappear, and it's a really annoying mechanic.
Let's see what this does.
So again, we'll light up the candelabra, and we'll come back to the party. And if we look up here, we can actually see a shadow on the floor. They're not hiding particularly well. So we'll swap to our range attack, and we're going to have Will take care of this one. So we'll have him step forward. We're going to click on Eldritch Blast, select our shadow. We've got a pretty high chance to hit. And we'll do it again. Alright. So now we've got our main character, and we're going to rush forward just a little bit.
At the ready.
And we detected a secret door here. We got several targets we want to take out. The first one, and probably the most important, is this Wraith.
What do I have to lose?
So we'll shoot it a bunch of times.
I will accept.
We're going to have Lizelle run forward. And we'll throw a spear. And, looks like we moved a little too far forward. Still a little too far forward. We might not be able to target him. There we go.
In my best interest.
So that's throw 1. And throw 2. And that was enough to level up. Grab Will. We look like our turn's over. We're going to run up here as well. And then we're going to have Alfira take the moon lantern. And we're just going to set it on the ground. That's going to illuminate the whole area around us and give the shadows less options to deal with. So we've used our actions. We have not used Lizelle's bonus action. So we've got a couple of shadows. Probably would like to not be attacked by these guys. We've got a lot of consumables, so we're going to commit and pull up a potion of speed. Your fight's going to vary a little bit, right? So you may have done more damage. And so just play this a little bit by ear. We're going to, now that we've got a couple of actions back, we're going to, oh, we got the scrolls still highlighted. Are we out of, oh, you know what, I bet our holy water is still probably sitting with Shadowheart. This is why you need to clean up your characters when you're moving them around. Alright, so we'll see if we can just throw our weapon and do 19. And that's a no. We did 18. So we'll run up and see if maybe we can catch them on movement.
What now?
No holding back.
Something over there.
Alright, so we'll start off with Will. We'll put a bolt into each. And miss with one of those.
Survival is all that matters.
We'll have Alfira take a shot. And we'll step a little further into the light. We'll see they're making their way towards us. And we'll back up a little bit and take some shots at the shadow. And we don't know where the others are. And again, we'll move Will back. The candles are sort of spaced around the room, so it's intentional that we want to try to use the light that they're projecting to track them. While we're here, we can turn this one on.
Battle favors the fearless.
And this one should be coming into view here. There we go. And we'll let them come to us.
I am fury. I am death.
All right, so that's it. Not an ideal fight. We got attacked. We did not great damage and kept leaving people with 1 hit point, but we'll take the win. So inside the secret room, we've got a chest with some scrolls and another chest with some potions. And we're going to come out to the table. We'll grab our moon lantern so we don't forget it. And there are a bunch of these in Balthazar's office in Moonrise. I think I mentioned that, that we can use. We'll take a look at this Mason's log and pick up a little extra experience. And then we'll take advantage of Lizelle picking up Great Weapon Master, so we'll equip this big hammer. This chest is trapped. That doesn't matter. We'll grab the helmet of Arcane Acuity, and we've hit level 9, and we've got a little bit of padding on this. So we've got several hundred over from taking out these shadows, and so you should also be level 9 at this point in time. If you're not, there are several random encounters, or not random, there are several additional encounters that we could do, so, and several of them are pretty easy. So let's take a look. We'll head to last slide in briefly just so we can get the overworld map. So on our way over, we've got a cemetery area where there are some lights put up. We can break those and summon shadow hounds and kill those. There are 2 more needle blight ambushes, one over by where the Drider would ordinarily start, and one over on the ridge, where we also have some garroting demons over near the shadowed battlefield. They're kind of over here near the dogs. So if you're shy of experience, just go and run 1 or 2 of these minor encounters. Right, they're relatively straightforward, just straight up fights, and shoot them till you're dead, and it should be fine. But for the next section, I'm assuming that you're level 9. I don't think that if you've been following along with the guide that you should be particularly far off, not more than a few hundred anyway. If that's not true, leave a note in the comments. I save the game at each end of the video, so if I need to rerun this particular section, I can pad the experience a little more to make sure that you've got enough. All right, so I'm going to end this video here. In the next one, we'll actually level the party up to 9, and then we'll deal with the contents of Moonrise Tower in earnest. So we'll try to take out as many of the guards as we can, sort of in one big combat, and then do a little bit of cleanup. I will see you in the next video where we level up to level 9. Thanks for watching.